I am the Executive Director of the Incarcerated Nation Institute for Transformative Mentoring. The Incarcerated Nation Network is a project of the Citizens Emergency Response Network to implement what is needed for the community on a survival basis when an emergency happens, but on an everyday in our impoverished community. I live in New York District 15, which is one of the poorest and most impacted by COVID-19 in the country. I want to take a moment and let you hear what the governor says about how bad our district is, how much help Morrisania needs. While you're listening to this, I want you to hear how he speaks about New York 15, the Congressional district that I live in, the Bronx Community District 3, and Morrisania, which is the hardest hit by this pandemic. We need masks, we need PPE, we need hand sanitizer, and most of all, we need food because we're running out of it every day. Our communities are in need, and it's time for New York State to stop ignoring the poorest district in the nation.
Number of deaths still painfully high, not down, up a little bit. The overall direction is right, but this is a painful, tragic number of lives lost. You look all across the country, it's lower income communities, predominantly minority, where we're still seeing an increase in the numbers. We looked at that in New York City. We did a very extensive research project, and it is true. You can look at where the cases are coming, look at the testing data by geographic area, by zip code, and find out where the cases are coming from. We asked Northwell Health, which is the largest health system in the state, to do an extensive test for us. We're in the midst of that test, but we have back about 8,000 tests, which is a very large sample. And the data is very powerful and informs what we're doing going forward. The test was done in New York City because that's where we have the highest predominance of cases. But in lower income communities, communities of color, we partnered with the faith-based community, with churches, to conduct tests. We found about 27% of the individuals testing positive. 27%, that's compared to the New York City general population of about 19%, okay? The Bronx had the highest percentage, 34%, again compared to a citywide average of 19%. Then Brooklyn, then Manhattan, then Queens. Staten Island was right at the New York City overall number. But you take a place like the Bronx, it's 34% compared to 19%, just to give you an idea. And the data shows not just a high positive, not just that a high number of people had the positive, but the spread is continuing in those communities, and that's where the new cases are coming from, okay? And you can literally do that on a zip code basis. For example, Morrisania in the Bronx, 43% of the people tested positive. 43%, compared to New York City general average of 19%. Hospitalization rate, 3.2 people for every 100,000, compared to 1.8. It is double the hospitalization rate, okay? So be smart. Let's use the numbers, let's research where are people who are infected, where are the new cases coming from, where is the spread continuing. Low-income communities, communities of color. They tend to be high Latino, high African American population. And we're seeing that pattern continue in zip codes, lower income, predominantly minority. Morrisania in the Bronx, 43% of the people tested positive. Textbook says politicians lead. No, sometimes the people lead, and the politicians follow. Follow the American people. They will do the right thing. There is still a right thing. Maybe right thing is a New York expression.
Cold or pasta? You want pasta or salad? There you go.
Maybe right thing is a New York expression.
There you go. You want pasta? Of course. There you go. You want an extra one? Yeah, you're very welcome.
Yeah, everyone, we're trying to bring. I would like to introduce you to the founder of the SouthBronx Community District Network, Mr. Rallies, and he's going to give you further announcement.
So if you want some food, you want some support, God bless you. You're welcome. We're the CERN team in emergency management. The 5 is done through credible messengers. If you want a salad, you want a meal, we just want to show you some love. No questions asked. We're going to get this together, everybody. This is what we do. Come on, come across the street. We see y'all. We see y'all standing over there. Come on. I see you in the pizza shop looking over. Come on. Don't let pride get in the way. We all need something right now. I grew up on Preston and Burnside. I know what time it is. We see y'all. Come on. We only going to get through this if we do this together, everybody. You've been seeing it on TV. They saying the Bronx is hardest hit. This is how we figure this out. Come through. Here we go. Come through. Come get masks. Come get gloves. Come get some food. Again, my name is Michael Blake. I have the honor of being your assembly member. We're out here with the CERN team, emergency management. We're out here with 5 doing the work of credible messaging.
The textbook says politicians lead. No, sometimes the people lead, and the politicians follow. Follow the American people. They will do the right
Every
thing.
day, credible messengers are out with the community with legislators, feeding, doing deliveries to those disabled, and working within the community.